What's up, y'all? Let me show y'all first of all my little harvest. Now I want to say this. Look at all them beans. I went in there and thought I had got them all, y'all, and I didn't even get them all. So let me warn y'all right quick. Y'all know how I tell y'all, don't even worry about how close the stuff is planted. Just plant it. If you feed it enough, it'll be all right. Y'all know how I say that. Now I'm not going back on it, but I do want to show you this. Y'all see how thick this is? See how you can't see the ground? That's so beautiful to me. Ooh, hey, Greasy. That's so beautiful to me that you can't see the ground. But let me show you something. Baby, do this make your stuff kind of hard to pick? So I had picked all of them from right here. And then, you think you done. And then you come over. Because, see, here go another one. See how? Oop, and I'm dropping. But you see what I'm saying? You better look down in here good. See? Baby, what are you doing? Why are you braced up on me like that? Hey, you want a green bean? You don't like green beans. You're so silly. But yeah, y'all, and I got mustards all up in here. If y'all see that gray stuff on the ground, those are ashes. I'm pretty sure I've shown the video. See there? I've shown the video of me burning and stuff. But see, the flowers and stuff. So, babe, if you plant this close, be ready to pick your leaves up and stuff. And really be looking, because these beans will not continue to make unless you keep them picked. Because I know I had came. See, here we go. I'm finna show y'all. I thought I was through. Here go a couple in here. Yeah, well, there's one. So you really have to be, here's another one. You really have to be down in here looking. Look, I see another one. See what I'm talking about? This is my third go round. Chris, you gonna quit trying to attack my feet. That's what you gonna stop doing. And then not only that, I have an oak tree coming up. See, here goes some more. Done found some more. See, this is what I'm talking about. You really have to, here go a nerd. 2. See what I'm talking about? I done fooled around and got a whole handful just right quick. So, and we got about 3 days worth of rain coming. So, I'm trying to make sure, see? And I thought I was through. These, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I said I wasn't gonna eat no more sugar snaps, child. I came out here one day and they was looking too tempting. I couldn't even help it. Look at my beets. My beets coming up good. Y'all, I don't thin no beets. I let them beets grow and push each other out the way. And then once they get a little bigger, if I think I need to pull some of the smaller ones, I'll pull the smaller ones and eat the tops and the bottoms. Yes, I eat the whole beet. And then add that to the pile. And then give room for those others to get big. Shoot, I thought I was making pasta tonight with Swiss chard. Child, I got them green beans, so I'm going to have to give. Maybe I'll take those green beans and cook them. It may be a change of plans, because I could bake me some chicken. Because I got some chicken thighs. Yeah, that may be what I do. So, anyhow, y'all look at this pepper. Y'all see? And it's several places. It's getting ready to bloom. Getting ready to bloom. Got peppers all over, just all over. Look at the film. But y'all can just see I put ashes. And let me tell y'all, when you look at your stuff and you see NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, the potash is the potassium. So when you when you do your barbecues or you burn wood down in your fireplace and stuff, don't throw your ashes away now. Put your ashes on the garden, especially on your flower and like your fruits and berries and stuff. And your flowers too. I even put some up under the rose bush. Child, that rose bush is showing out. So let me show y'all. I didn't show y'all. Show y'all how the rose bush is showing up, showing out. And I haven't done anything. Look at that. This is its first little bloom. I'm gonna have to come and deadhead. Y'all see a bunch of those? I'm gonna have to deadhead. If you don't deadhead your roses, they'll bloom probably once and don't really want to bloom again. But just look at how pretty. And the bloom's so heavy they're just sagging down. You can see all the petals on the ground. I presume after it rains, I'll go ahead and deadhead that because a lot of those blooms are just about spent. So, y'all forgive me for walking a little slower this morning. I was walking faster earlier when I went to go get them ashes and things. I have several things to do today. Several. But I've gotten those ashes spread and I want to do that before it rains because y'all know if it rains on those ashes and they on the ground, they just wash away. So I wanted to make sure I got those spreaded out before they got washed away. Because I didn't want to lose all of my hard work tending that fire and all of that. I did eat some strawberries this morning. Y'all didn't get a chance to see that. I'm sorry. I put ashes all over there. Y'all remember I don't think I showed y'all that I moved my guavas and my Barbados cherry. I don't think I showed y'all. So I got tired of, let me see something. Okay, there we go. Move that over. I got tired of my, what got burnt on top of that? Anyway, I ain't gonna study. I got tired of them being in them little pots in that little sorry little soil and stuff. And my old guava that I had, I put it back in there. You can see that's milkweed coming back. That pleurisy root, that's what's coming back. That's the type of butterfly weed. This is the guava that was on life support. This is the other one. I took a lot of the burnt leaves off. Sorry, y'all. There's still a few on here. But you know what I'm going to do? I would rather pinch all these old burnt up leaves off. Because where I pinch leaves off, new growth is coming. Like this is new growth since I've gotten it. So is this. So I would rather pinch off all these old leaves from where Lowe's decided they was going to neglect watering. But shoot, when it said 50% off, y'all know I jumped. I couldn't hardly help it. I jumped on that. They've got some papayas up there for 50% off. I need to go up there maybe today and see if they put anything else. Because they usually don't have any edibles on the clearance. And this was the first time in years at my Lowe's I had seen edibles on the clearance. The managers at my Lowe's, baby, they ain't about a lot of that. It's like they don't want you to eat. Them flowers, they'll put that on there all day long. But I wanted to show y'all that the figs are figging. So last year, I really didn't hardly get no brown turkey figs because I had just moved these trees. But it looks like this year, I'm going to get some fig production. There's another one. And I'm sure more will come on. These brown turkeys, mine, they bloom twice. Once now and then again later. And you can see I did put some ashes back here as well. Figs need food too. But you see this LSU is starting to put on figs. Which is good to see. It has that one big one. Which those are called, I forget what they call. Ross Roddy, if you go on his channel, he'll tell you. But those are those little early little figs. And a lot of times those fall off and don't make it. It starts with a P. I can't think of what you call them. But those are those little early little figs. Figs really put on their leaves and then will start throwing the figs out. So this is my Celeste. And remember I told y'all it was getting too much water. Y'all see this trench I got going here? So this is a low spot back here, and I'm going to fix this low spot. So this is pretty high. It comes off and slopes down pretty harsh, and there's like a low spot right here that water sits. So I made me a trench that connects to that low spot, and hopefully a lot of that water will run out that way. before it soaks into the ground. So if we get some periods where it's raining hard, that's what should happen. That water should get in that trench and go out. And I'll try to check and see, because this fig was getting way too much water. And like I said, I'm going to fix that issue. I'm going to fill in that low spot for sure, and make sure I keep a slight trench back down this way so that water can get out of there. But what I've been doing, these tarps right here, I've been putting it around the base so that when the rain falls from the sky, it don't just directly saturate into the soil. Really, Chris? But yeah, so I have been, like I said, I knocked all the leaves off of it. They was falling off anyway, but you can see new growth coming. So it's still alive or whatever, but like I said, I still may take cuttings off of it. But I know once it gets to summer, it'll be fine. It doesn't rain that much in the summer. It's just that right now in the spring, we getting all these back-to-back spring rains, because 3 or 4 days. And I don't know how hard it's going to rain. That's a lot of rain. So take into consideration sometimes if your fig leaves aren't standing up pretty like that and they start to droop on you. I think I showed that in a previous video. Your fig's probably getting too much water. Like if you got it in a pot or something and starts doing that, it's probably either getting too much water or the soil's holding too much water or something of that magnitude. That you need to make some adjustments. Peaches. Bull, my tree don't look like yours, but I'm gonna get some fruit. That's all that matters. Eventually, Bull, my tree gonna look like yours. We keep getting this weather and some of these events that keep making it a little difficult for me to get a lot of fruit on these trees. But I think as time goes on and they get more mature, Bull's tree is much bigger than mine too. I think his tree is older. I don't know. No, I think his has been in the ground longer. My tree may be older, but he has been in the ground longer. Mine was in a pot for 5 years. So, but anyway, eventually I'll get to that level. Something still been over here munching. But overall, the navel orange looks good. It's put on quite a bit of growth. I did put some potash down here too. So, same thing with the kumquat. None of them are fruiting. I don't know if they'll fruit this year. They did not fruit last year. We're gonna see. Hopefully they fruit this year. I don't even want a lot of fruit, but can I get 2 or 3 kumquat? Because I ain't got none in the last 2 or 3 years, because those winters were so rough and tough. These strawberries that Angela gave me, I wonder if she knew. Angela, if you watching, did you know some of these, I believe these are alpine strawberries, which I'm not complaining. Please don't take that as a complaint, honey. I'll take it. I don't care what kind of strawberry. I'm going to eat it. Strawberry is good as gone in my book as soon as they get on the plant. But, Angela, you can just see, I sure appreciate you, because they doing nice. They're making fruit. That one back there hasn't really started yet. They also are throwing runners too. This one too, look at here. They got ants all in it. Oh man, let me see something right quick. Oh man, you know what these are? I remember a while ago, and I'm gonna put them seeds on the ground. Angela had got some strawberries from somebody else. They sent them to her, and they were white strawberries with red seeds. That's what those are, and I suspected that's what they were, but I wasn't 100% for sure. But I tasted the side that wasn't ate into, and that berry was ripe. So now I know that those are the white ones with the red seeds. Thanks, Angela. Because I wanted them. I wanted to try them, but I was scared to try them because I thought they was a gimmick. So many times, y'all, be careful online buying stuff, because some of this stuff is a gimmick. Like some of this stuff they show you, they don't even make stuff like that. Like these purple bananas. Like when you see stuff, you know, take 2 seconds and do a little bit more research. I know we just don't live in a time no more where people are open and honest and be honest on the internet a lot of times. These people want money. And they will, if it look pretty, like I seen some purple strawberries or something. I'm talking about purple, purple, purple. Like, what's the dude at McDonald's? Which one is purple? Is it Grimace? Is Grimace purple? Or is it the Hamburglar? But y'all know who I'm talking about. That color purple. Like, no. No. They don't make strawberries. They ain't no... And I'm not saying that they can't. They just don't have it right now. And people are selling this stuff telling you that that's what that is. And no. You're going to get ripped off. So be careful getting these things. But the white strawberries with the red seeds, they exist. You know, I had seen other people growing them. So I just wanted to come up in here and show y'all the grape cuttings are still, it still has this cluster of grapes there. Don't know if they're going to hold, don't care. They cuttings, I just want them to just do their thug thizzle. These strawberries look much better now that they're not getting any more rain. That's why they're in the greenhouse. They're going to stay in here because that soil that they're in is just, it holds too much water. So they're good. Hold up. Y'all excuse me. Y'all know how my body do. The wind blowing, everything blooming. I'm sneezing and hacking. It's a normal day. But you see all this dieback, this is from way too much. It was outside. I wasn't watering it. Put you over in there because there might be some seeds on you. Anyway, I wasn't watering it. We was getting 2 or 3 days worth of rain, and those pots, their soil just holds way too much water for that. Okay, so y'all be cognizant of that when you buy these plants at the store. They put this stuff in soil that they know that sometimes the employees are going to forget to water, and it's going to be all these different things. And so therefore they can go long periods without water. These are not going to stay in these pots, y'all. I just have not gotten my swimming pool, my kiddie pool from the store yet. Or I have not, you know, some ain't nobody giving me one. I haven't resurrected one or whatever, however you want to look at it. But y'all see my cuttings. These kind of did a dieback on me, but then they sprouted back out for me. So I think they'll be okay. And then these are the one from Dan. So I'm going to do a video talking about where to get plants and stuff from. Look at those mulberries back there. Now this one fell off, but as y'all can see, it's actually little mulberries on there. So my stuff on the table, my pigeon peas, hold on, my nose. I ain't got nobody's tissue. Jesus, this worries me to death. But anyway, Chrissy, hey buddy. So these onions, I don't know why a lot of them died off. It's a few of them hanging on. The few that's hanging on, I'm going to plant them into something else. Once again, that's some, I believe that's some Baker Creek seeds. Ugh. Which onions from seed is, but look at these. Look at these. Look at those. Some of those died off too now. But it's like, come on. Almost all of y'all gonna die off? All of y'all gonna germinate, then damn near all of y'all gonna die off. Okay. Okay. All right. Whatever you say. So the few that's left, I'm gonna try to gather them together. This pigeon pea is looking real good, even though it was a real late germinator. It's looking good. Chris, I'm really trying to do a video here. These are the black gungo or pigeon peas as well. This is red. So only 2 red ones came up. That first red one that came up didn't do jack squat. It just really didn't. And then the second one that came up is looking really good. These are looking good since I up potted them. So are those. Supposed to be rainbow cauliflower and rainbow broccoli. I don't think they are. I think they just some regular cauliflower and broccoli. I think these are leeks. But I need to wait till they get. See, I can't remember. One of them is leeks and one of them was onions. But these are the ones that did terrible. Do y'all see how he is lounging on my table? I'm getting ready to pot him up. Anyway, let me get this weed up out of here. And these were some French onions. A lot of those died off as well, but the ones that are left, I'm going to move them over. Those are going to be sets. Hopefully I have enough for next year. And then my seeds out yonder, that'll be that. Y'all see my callaloo is getting bigger. Yeah, I mean, I really don't have a lot. The figs that go grow sent me, those are mushroom basket tomatoes. Those need to go out in the garden. These are the Shatut white Pakistan mulberry. I see this is going to give me another bud. These things, for whatever reason, got mold on them. Everything fell off, and then some of them grew back in. And or some is still trying to, yeah, that's trying to grow back in. So, I think they were a little too closed up. They needed a little, but they didn't need to be completely closed off. I think they just got, it wasn't any air circulation. They need humidity, but I guess they needed some circulation as well. So we'll just, you know, this is why I have to stay hydrated, because I blow half my hydration out my nose. It's really a sad shame. So over here, these mulberries are looking good. They're coming out of there. I'm gonna hopefully put them in the ground or put them in a much bigger pot. I don't know if I lost these or not. They started to bud out. I did the scratch test. They looked green, but then they just ain't doing nothing. Elderberry, I cut it back because I gave some of the cuttings away. Army Chickadee got those cuttings. Down here, remember my experiment? Let me get this branch. I know after this rain, I'm gonna have plenty of branches down. But see all these? Can y'all see the new leaves where they're blooming already? Can y'all see how they're coming back? Let's get up close. Now see, this is trying to go to seed on me, which I may break you off. But the other ones don't look like, I don't see a lot of them doing that. See, I don't see these really doing it. Now, I'm not saying, usually they don't. See, like this, I don't think those are. So y'all can see, they're growing. I'm not going to say they've taken root yet, but they are growing. Which I'm happy about. I'm not complaining. I'm going to step through here. This is it's a storage bench that I'm gonna end up putting all my frost cloths in, and then it'll also be a bench that I can sit on, because my frost cloths right now are just pretty much in the way. So I'm gonna fold them up, put them all inside of there, and that'll be for my frost cloths and anything else that I don't use in the garden on the regular. It can go in there. Look at the wind. When it's moving these big trees like this, look at that. You just know it's blowing. It's blowing. My grapes, they were standing up a while ago. The wind done blowed them down. But y'all see how them pulled the pieces of that old greenhouse out. Today I'm gonna try to get this and the rest of the pieces. There's still some more pieces back there. Get it all welded up, and this is going to end up being my trellis for this stuff. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get any grapes on these grapes or not. I hope so. I mean, the muscadines, I think they need to climb in order to get something, but we're gonna see. I need to put my Okinawa spinach out here. You see all the stuff I got to do? See all the stuff? And I ain't but one woman. Jesus. But I need to weed eat all this. Virginia creeper, paws, knife, all that. But you see the banana? There's a banana. There's a banana. I think I got a little turmeric coming up. But you see I got a bunch of peanut coming up. I had some peanut over there, but some ate it down. It'll probably come back though. Over here, my longevity spinach finally started coming up. I need to cut all this back away from here. But you see how much the wind is blowing? But see how right in here it's not blowing? Sometimes, this is why it helps to leave some vegetation, because it's a windbreak. A lot of times around your property, And I ain't saying you always can do this, but if you can, try to put some windbreaks in. That's why I'm not a big proponent of cutting down a whole lot of trees. That look like a wall of just foolishness, but don't really no wind come through there. Not really. I mean, if it's really blowing, it will. But you know, these winds where it rips down stuff and all that, I don't have a lot of that because of the sheer amount of trees. But it also blocks a lot of sunlight. So, and that's something you got to play with. That could be, detrimental to your stuff. So you have to kind of see what you can do and see what you can work with. My what's some things called strawberry trees. I got a yellow and a red. They're looking better now that wasn't watering them. Well, the soil wasn't adequately taking up the water. So once I fixed that issue, we was good. Let me show y'all this. Remember when I told y'all this pear tree got fire blight? So this is what it'll do. It will leaf out and look beautiful, and then all of a sudden you'll start see how black that is and how it shrivels off, and sometimes it gets some of your fruit too. That's why I didn't do a bunch of grafting in this tree. I see another spot up there, but the way I've been kind of combating it is I'm gonna come back and cut that out. Anywhere you see that, cut it out. And I've been spraying this tree with copper fungicide, and that's been helping to help control it. Look at my little poke patch. Ooh, my little poke patch. Child, you can't tell me nothing. After this rain, I already know that's gonna make that grow like hell. Look, here go another poke. I got another poke back there, and I got one more around this corner. But after the rain, I already know what's gonna happen. That stuff there, it's gonna be wretched. Y'all tell me if y'all wanna see. Look how the wind doing this here. Look how that's doing. But see, watch this. See how it ain't nothing over here? See, I can see my neighbor's house. See the wind come right through here? That's why I said sometimes I try to have a little break, a little wind break to help you. But you can't always have that. So you have to kind of, catch 22 on that. But you do what you can. So I'm going to come down through here and, let me see. Did I show y'all anything over here? Or I meant to tell y'all the green lady came back. And the green lady talking about where my greens at? And I'm looking real crazy. Thinking to myself, you ain't planted nan seed. You ain't sprayed no BT. You ain't done nothing. But you come to my where your greens at. See, you see how people get too comfortable too fast for my liking. Just too comfortable too fast. But y'all look at the blueberries. They still in their bags. I've got some harlequin bugs on this, but after it rains, I'm gonna take care of them. Look here. Y'all see all them harlequin bugs? Every life stage is on here. The mama and the baby. I'm gonna get all y'all. But yeah, it's so many harlequin, and they really on this one because I've cut out all the rest of them, so they're really kind of concentrated. So that may actually help me take care of them, because when I put the DE and I've got a couple of other little remedies I might try. I can really focus on this one plant, so it'll help me out because they're not on anything else. Harlequin bugs prefer brassicas, so it seems, or at least in my garden. And they're not really back here on this stuff very much at all. So, yeah, y'all, I'm trying to think. Is it anything else? I think that's pretty much it. I got a couple of places where I see some seeds out there. But, that is what it is. I made sure I put plenty of this potash on it's where the onions are, but y'all know I have sweet potatoes planted up under here. So I don't really want to call it companion planting, but I plant my sweet potatoes and then I plant the onions on top. The onions will be ready before the sweet potatoes, so you pull the onions, but it does not disturb your sweet potatoes. And then you come back later and dig your sweet potatoes. And then this is just a mound, y'all. So for those of y'all gardening wondering how can you do something without building something, you can just do a mound. Just do a mound. You don't have to buy anything. Just mound up the dirt. I mean, if you haven't made any soil or whatever, you may have to buy you some soil or whatever you're gonna grow in. But just mound it up a good amount. You're good to go. And then I just mow around it, and it is what it is. So y'all, we rocking and rolling, and everything's looking good. I haven't picked off this yet. I want to make me some Zuppa Toscana. And so that kale is going to get harvested. I did move my thyme, and it's not looking the greatest. I moved it because that hole over there at the time, it was getting to be too big and unwieldy. But I see it is bouncing back over there. So the thyme will be fine, y'all. I think this rain will really rain it in, and those roots will grow. And I think the thyme will do just fine. It'll bounce back. But this is a much bigger spot, and to me a better spot. But y'all see those pea pods? I can't. I'm trying hard not to touch them. And y'all see these wasps. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get out of here. I know humans generally can't stand wasps, and I don't like them either because I've been stung. That's a red wasp. That will sting you. But let me say this. Keep in mind that your wasps, because Aisha talked about predators in the garden, and if you didn't see her thing when she talked about companion planting, she had some garlic planted right next to some brassicas, and the caterpillar was actually on the garlic. Yeah, you can companion plant, and that's what I was saying when people ask me about. I don't have a problem with companion planting, but do I think, oh yeah, like how these people will tell you, oh yeah, plant this next to this, and sure enough, it'll run your place. When this stuff want to eat, it want to eat. Like I seen something on Instagram that said, a crackhead know he ain't got no money when he wake up in the morning, but do he sit around and say, oh, I just ain't gonna get high today? No, he get out there and make it happen. Pests are the same way. Do they sit up and say, oh, there's some garlic next to what I really want to eat? Am I just not going to eat today? No. They go eat that and the garlic. So, this is why when she says something about inviting the predators into your garden, I don't necessarily invite them, but I ain't going to lie to you. Up there on the eaves of my house sometimes, I see wasp nests. And my first instinct is to knock them suckers down. But I don't a lot of times because y'all want to know, and I've never been able to catch it on camera, but just take my word for it, I've seen it. These wasps, especially on your brassicas and things, that's why you see us flying around that kale. When they see those caterpillars, these wasps, they're looking for those worms, and they take those worms off of your stuff. So, when you see that, don't be so fast to kill them wasps so fast, because some wasps actually are predators, and they're helping you out. And I wanted to mention that because I don't hear many people talking about that's where the thyme was. I need to put some more soil in there and maybe put an onion or something. But that's where the wasps are predators, and they're helping you. Now be careful. Try not to get stung. I have been stung out here before, but they have eaten way more worms than I have gotten stung. So y'all just keep that in mind about that. But y'all, until next time, I reckon I'm gonna see y'all later.